Yes, yes.
Hush.
You could tell this is how we are. Even off camera. Yeah, I tried
Us during our
just.
free time be like,
Yeah, we don't have a time for the intro since someone's missing the first person that's supposed to say their name.
because they decided to be with their point.
Yeah, but I think you already know who we are. Shadow, Soul, Teresa, whatever, yada yada, and then Jay's missing. So
Yep, recording without Jay.
yeah, cause they're busy trying to get sleep. Have a wait until their boyfriend falls asleep.
Tell them to listen to mukbangs, that'll work.
For real. So, what is our topic this time?
Do we do one of the same
Elon
topics
Musk
that
is a
we
fucking
did, or
idiot.
Do we want to sit by and talk about failed relationships again?
We're talking about how Elon's an idiot. He
no?
made Twitter
Let's
with
talk
X,
about our
bro.
relationship.
He made Twitter into a literal letter, bro. Like, what?
I mean, isn't Threads like Instagram Threads now like the new Twitter?
No. It will never be the new Twitter.
Literally, it's like Twitter. You could post a GIF like your thoughts. Wait for someone to reply.
Yeah, but
Oh, it's slightly better and kind of less
bro. Like, what
toxic.
the fuck?
I mean, it's not owned by Elon Musk. Didn't Elon
Yes, it
Musk?
Elon owns Twitter.
No,
He
didn't
bought it.
someone already buy Twitter?
Yeah, Elon Musk.
Wait, who owned Twitter before Elon Musk?
Whoever owned Twitter, I don't know.
I thought Elon
Idiot.
Musk already owned Twitter, and then someone bought it from
Idiot
him.
sold it to him.
You go-
Yeah, because I thought someone bought it off of Elon Musk, and then they like unblocked Trump, like unbanned Trump.
Oh, Trump.
Like, didn't some Trump supporter like buy Twitter off of Elon Musk and then unban Trump?
I don't know. Let's just get off this Elon Musk thing. And let's talk about what we're about to talk about.
What were we talking about?
Something that one of us less experienced with. I
What
must say,
What'd you do?
I'm not saying who because I ain't trying.
Wait. Did you lose the card?
I never lost the card.
Oh.
So calm. Just you wanna say something real quick before I say something?
What happened?
Wanna say anything before we get to the topic?
What's the topic?
We don't know.
The
Exactly.
topic is about what we had a few videos back, well, supposedly few videos, past relationship.
Why are we doing this again?
Because it was funny.
But it's kind of hard to like. It gets kind of like boring trying to like say what we already did last
Yeah,
time.
we should go with Soul first then. That's good.
Why?
Just to make
The
it
middle,
interesting.
the middle child. We should go with the middle child.
Middle child.
You.
Yes, middle child.
Middle child. Jay's not here. This is quite sad.
The middle child and the we all know what. So,
I don't
Soul?
know what the topic is, man.
Past relationship.
What? Nah.
What about him?
What do you want the topic to be about?
Yeah, this was really last minute, guys.
Oh god.
1 o'clock in the morning, bro.
It's midnight.
For you it's midnight, for us
Oh my
it's
god,
1 o'clock.
time zones, buddy.
Wait, I thought you're like 2 hours behind me. Like I thought it was like 10 for
An
you.
hour ahead of you, dog.
No, I meant Teresa.
No.
I thought it was 10 for you.
It's 1 o'clock.
I know it's 1 o'clock. I mean, Teresa, I thought it was 10 for Teresa.
It's 1:13 for me.
1:30. Wait, so you guys are both ahead of me?
Yes.
Damn. How's the future looking, guys?
It's amazing.
How's the past for you?
Slow, tiring, dark.
Bozo.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Do you know if the world's gonna explode for you guys?
I don't fucking know.
Do you know if the world's coming to an end right now?
Good.
Yeah, we really have nothing really planned. This is really, really last minute.
What type of topic should we talk about?
Um,
And if we're not about to talk about the relationships because we already made a topic about that. What else should we make? And no K-drama shout out. K-drama.
I'm more of like the foreign expert.
Don't want K anything. We already had that.
What do you mean?
We're already talking about your K-drama, whatever it is.
I never talked about a K-drama.
We still don't want to hear it.
Damn.
So we don't know what the topic is going to be about. I think Jay would know if she wasn't with her boyfriend right now.
For real.
Let's put a sedative in.
Oh yeah, I found out what was the complication between the guy and his girlfriend. The girlfriend he's doing long distance.
Let's not talk about complications let's not talk about complications with relationships because I think I know 2 people that are having that right now.
Fuck you. I mean, screw you. I mean, darn.
No bad words. You're very family friendly.
Excuse me. Literally, no. You're the least family friendly one here, so
I swear to God.
I don't know what you're talking about.
you curse the most here.
I
I
don't know
swear
what
to
you're talking
God. Sometimes the most racist out of all of us.
For real, you're racist among your own
Racist?
people.
about. How can I be racist if I'm black?
Black people are racist too. This is coming from a black person.
Same, kind of, partially. I'm partially.
Yeah, no, Shadow, you don't count.
Yeah.
If you ain't 100% full-blooded nigga, then I'm sorry, you can't speak.
How do you know if you're 100% full blood?
What?
How do you know if you're 100% black?
Because my parents told me, question mark? Like,
You could have heritage from other countries. How do you know you're not 98% black?
1/90th?
108, 98?
You're lagging,
I'm
my
not
nigga.
1,000%
You're
black.
lagging. I think Teresa's 102 black, 102% black with a 2% margin of error. Crazy.
Well, let's talk about the prediction. I don't know what to say.
Yeah, we have nothing planned, guys.
I just have to my stuff.
Let's talk about what the fuck is Soul's profile.
Huh?
Let's talk about what the fuck your profile picture is. Like, what is this?
It's so balling, bro.
What the hell? This looks like a dwarf trying to be a basketball player. Snow White and it looks like Bali.
It looks like the Grinch trying to play
It looks like the 8th dwarf from Snow White, Baller.
Nah, that's the Grinch.
That's Grinchy from Snow White and the 8 dwarfs.
Literally my profile picture. Like, I'm
The hell? It looks like
Literally look this up.
it looks like the Grinch trying to like
Look this up.
cosplay
Look
like
that up in GIFs, and then you'll figure it out.
I can't right now.
That's Marge Simpson if her hair was green.
And if she was trying to dress as a minion.
Marge Simpson.
Marge
It's not
Simpson
even
dressing
yellow.
up as a
Yellow,
minion.
like pure white.
Those look like bug eyes.
My nigga, he is a bug. He's literally a bug. Like,
Well, never
Or the
mind.
cartoon bug.
he's literally a bug. I don't know.
So that's. I'm gonna give myself some water.
Oh,
Alright,
because you thirsty?
monkey got a drink, you know?
Ah. Wait, so if you jump off a bridge yelling parkour, it's not suicide, it's a failed stunt.
No, it's suicide.
Nah, if you
Parkour is
yelled
suicide.
parkour,
Doing parkour is suicide. Putting your life at danger just for the fucks and shits and giggles.
but you're hoping to still survive. So technically, it's not suicide if you're not planning on dying.
Shadow, I want you to do that and see what people say.
Jump off a
Off
bridge, the
and then
highest
jump
bridge.
parkour, and then just land splat onto a fucking concrete.
Nah, go into a bridge. A bridge is always mostly above water. So you're just going.
Unless you're like on a freeway, because that technically counts as a bridge.
That's true. But mostly people call a bridge. I mean, when they say bridge, I think they mean like mostly like above water.
Oh my good fucking lord.
You know what the biggest like beef in like show history was? Elmo and Rocky.
Who the fuck are they?
Elmo from Sesame Street and Rocky the a Rock.
What?
Oh my gosh, search up Elmo and Rocky.
Oh, them motherfuckers?
Yeah, that's the biggest like
The orange motherfucker and the yellow motherfucker?
Rocky is literally a rock. Just a rock.
Oh. My bad, jeez.
And I think Susie is her name. She's like, oh my, Rocco. No, wait, Rocco. What did I say?
Rocco's blue.
Rocco's a rock.
No.
Oh my-
Rocco is blue.
Search up Sesame Street Rocco.
My nigga, Rocco is blue.
Rocco is great. He's a rock. Wow, Teresa left us. Oh, hello.
Some weird shit going on.
What?
Some weird shit going on. When I'm coming back, I have like, I don't know how many tabs of files that I have on.
Just X out of them all.
Maybe someone's trying to send you something.
What is fucking with me? And not in a good way.
Oh. Yeah. This is gonna be like the less unhinged, just less unhinged episode, I guess.
Yeah, it's 1 o'clock in the
Yeah.
morning. I can't really like be loud. So
I'm-
mom's gonna walk in, she's gonna hear me say like, oh no, fucking Hitler did nothing wrong or some bullshit like that, and then she's gonna like yell at me.
Don't say that.
I mean, you could still be unhinged by saying like unhinged stuff, even if you're
Like,
not loud.
I'm gonna say like Hitler's actions were justified. And my mom's gonna be like, what?
She's like, what the fuck?
Don't talk about Hitler here.
Yeah, we are really friendly, kid friendly.
Yeah, I thought we were supposed to be kid friendly.
Yeah, what?
I'm gonna hit the second tower. I'm going to hit the
This
second
is
tower.
really, this is the same person saying we should be kid friendly that's talking
I
about
never
it.
said a fucking thing.
Mm,
That's a damn lie.
I don't know.
very much a
We
good
wrote- And please post this and we rolled the clip back to
What
that.
clip? There's no
what
clip.
he actually
There's no
said.
Yeah.
No bad words. You're very family friendly.
I'm gonna like
There's
I'm
no clip.
this time I'm editing.
Oh, okay, alright, man.
So lost privileges when he forgot to edit things out.
Hold the clip. Hold the clip.
Yeah. We're rolling the clip. Like immediately, I'm gonna like after we finish like recording this, I'm gonna go straight to editing this.
You wanna play some Gartic Phone? I'm bored.
Oh my gosh.
I'm bored. After this, can we play some Gartic Phone on here? I'm bored.
We might record.
I think we're somewhat talented enough.
I don't know about Soul though. I think me and you are. Oh, he has no comment. I think he agrees.
So,
I'm just not giving y'all content.
you can speak. You're the host as well.
Am I?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Oh my
Sure.
god.
Yes.
Yes. You own the. You also have access to the account.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Made freaking group in the first place. It was the one who made this chat in the first place for us to even call.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So hush. You're a host too.
Alright. Alright, I'll be quiet. My bad, she.
No, you're not. No, you're not staying. You're not staying quiet. I know. I just told you to hush, but you ain't hushing actually.
What? Wow. Soul's a different person when it's past
Bruh.
12.
Bruh. Bruh. Oh, let me try to do it. But did that poop? Did that what the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah. I think me and Teresa are the like have the most artistic ones out of like the three of us.
Out of all these hosts, me and Shadow are the most artistic people.
Yes.
Okay.
Somewhat wise.
I don't know about Soul though.
What about Jay?
We're not sure.
I'm not sure. I haven't seen. I don't think I've seen her art yet.
I've never seen Soul's, but he doesn't seem the artistic type. What did it go?
I draw when I'm bored. So shit.
I'm at like a art block.
But if I feel like doing something or whatever, I just start drawing. I
Mhm.
wouldn't know what to do.
Yeah, I'm like literally at an art block right now.
Or I just get on a game and start killing people on there. Which I'm about to do right now. If it don't get off in Toka, I swear to God.
Yeah, but like, I haven't drawn in like a few days. Oh, like maybe 2 days, maybe a day. I'm not sure.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm just on a game just to kill people.
Wow, our future serial killer.
I'm not like that one guy that I dated.
Which guy?
We all know him.
John.
Yeah.
Who? Tell the class.
Let's just say when I was on a call with him, his girlfriend, and their friends, he was threatening someone.
Oh shit.
But he said that he might come up to somebody's house and stab them or something like that.
What grade was this?
I think it was around like.
Which girlfriend?
It was somewhere like before like way before, but it was still this year.
Oh, so he was with Alyssa this time.
Around either January or in April.
Damn.
Yeah, it was either around January or April, cause it was this year when it happened.
So he was with Alyssa. The girlfriend was Alyssa. Plot twist, it was Teresa flirting with Alyssa.
I swear to God, if I could, I would.
I mean, go for it. I mean...
I can, I got a boyfriend.
I mean...
Ratio.
Shut up. I would, but I think John would probably try to come up to where I'm at.
I mean,
But then again, I am somewhat his favorite ex, so he ain't gonna do shit.
Plus, he doesn't kill women, I guess.
He don't want to kill his favorite.
He doesn't want to kill a woman. He's biased.
Yeah, he'll kill a man, but not a woman.
Yeah. I'll kill either one.
Damn.
When you say you're a feminist, you'd be like, "Hey, I'll kill anybody."
I won't just be like, I'll kill a man.
Fucking hate everybody.
Literally.
Look at Ed.
I mean, if Teresa starts dating a woman, and if she hurts Teresa, I'm killing her. I'll make sure.
He hasn't hurt me yet, so I'll be alright.
Even if your boyfriend was a girl, if he hurt you, even as a woman, it's game over for him.
Yeah, because y'all already trying to kill John.
I mean, I still gotta figure out a way to do that.
Why did y'all trying to kill John?
Reasons. You have reasons.
I think, yeah, Shadow gonna have some ways.
Mm-hmm. I watched enough, like, true crime documents to know how to, like, get away with murder.
I watch that all the time to just either go to sleep or just...
Yeah, I've listened to, sometimes I
They have those to show, like, what you're going to do, and then they'll probably figure it out easily.
I sometimes listen to, like, murder podcasts about, like, murder, murder cases.
Murder
Defa-
tendencies.
Just watch Breaking Bad easy.
No, I mean, there's like this really
tells you how to dispose of body.
there's like this really great like podcast, murder podcast called Morbid.
Alright, time to kill some bitches on here.
And the two hosts are hilarious. They try to make it like try not to be too serious, but still serious, and they crack jokes in between while talking about a murder case, and I love it. So yeah, I do recommend if you want to listen to a murder podcast, I recommend Morbid on Spotify.
Yeah, I recommend it. Especially if you're the type of person that will go to sleep to that stuff.
Yes. Or if you
Like
want to
me.
listen to like... Also, if I like to listen to stuff like that, or something scary, I don't remember the name of this podcast, but they talk about like urban legends from like all around the world, or that are kind of creepy but nice. The voice is really soothing to fall asleep to.
There's someone on this game named McLovin. Like I'm McLovin. I can't.
Oh yeah. Speaking of McLovin and whatever, today our the machine that makes the machine that makes like the smoothies and the frappes, it literally died on us. So it wasn't the ice cream machine that broke. It was the smoothie / frappe machine.
No more
It died on us. It died on us, but we got it back running.
They're gonna be like, first the ice cream machine broke, now this.
I was about to say, but I didn't want to like get sent home like before I actually get off on at 10. And I was gonna say, what's next? Next, you're gonna see the ice cream machine breaking. But I never said it. Oh yeah, and then some guy was like, I came in to like order. He said, is your ice cream machine working today? And like, I'm like, that now
You
it's.
always say your ice cream machine broke.
I would have said that, but I was like, it's been working ever since I've been working here. It's been working.
Yeah, our ice cream machine broke.
It's been broken, but as soon as I came here, started working there, it's been working perfectly fine.
So they've been lying to you.
No, I even make the ice creams. I make the cones. Because it also is, the machine's also connected to our the shake machine, where we make the strawberry, the vanilla, and the chocolate shakes. So all that's connected to the ice cream machine. Because the shake's kind of like ice cream, but a little bit of a different texture. So if you want a vanilla shake, just get a ice cream and like kind of like blend it a bit.
You can't get it.
Yeah. But I was like, before I was gonna leave, I was planning on like getting a banana strawberry smoothie. And I was like, oh wait, is it gonna be broken even until I leave? And it started back up. But we were out of the strawberry banana smoothie stuff to blend it. And I was like, oh shit. Because that stuff is good. It's bussin'. Really bussin'. But yeah, enough talk with the McDonald's talk.
Mickey D's.
I'm loving it.
Are you Wendy's still off that beef?
I make loving it.
Mm-hmm. But the most frustrating part is sometimes they won't allow anyone to go on break because we're like in a competition with other like fast food chains, like fast food restaurants.
Like Wendy's, for example.
Yeah, like, or Arby's. Arby's is literally.
You and Wendy's have some beef.
Actually, Arby's is right like across the like the nearest like fast food place next to us. So yeah.
They said Arby's.
Today I went in at 2, but I couldn't get on my break until like 5. So yeah. Sometimes it's working there is.
Dead bodies in the incinerator right now.
Oh, are you playing Yandere Simulator or something?
It's something like that, but it's like an off-brand version.
It says you're playing Fortnite.
It's my brother. I can't make that up.
So he's using your Xbox account or something?
It's a PlayStation account.
So he's using your PlayStation account?
I'm not sure. He's supposed to be using his account.
Well, it seems like he's using yours because it says you're playing Fortnite.
For like 6 hours.
Fucking ball torture simulator.
Gotta torture them some balls and cock and balls torture. Literally, did you see remember that one trend like last year was like talking about whether like is it the cock and ball thing?
What?
The cock and ball torture like saying that was like trending. People were thinking. Some people thought. No, it was actual like a chicken, like a cock or whatever, and a ball, an actual ball, not like your ball sack. and your penis.
Oh,
Like,
what the fuck did I just come back to?
cock and ball torture. Never mind. But are you playing like High School Simulator like 2018 or something?
Yeah, I'm about to play a Schoolgirl Simulator next after this.
Oh my god. Well, it seems like now it says you're not playing it anymore.
Yeah, because I took it off. I closed the application.
Uh,
I got so many buttons in this incinerator. Like, goddamn, how many people got killed?
but yeah.
I'm about to show y'all after I put this well-ass body in here, because my game is lagging.
Damn. But, seems like Jay's boyfriend's taking forever to fall asleep.
Hey man, bro maybe having like insomnia or whatever the fuck.
Wow, I'm an insomniac. I didn't think of that.
Die, bitch, die.
But yeah, yeah, this is like the least unhinged, the less unhinged episode you guys are gonna get, I guess, on this channel.
I guess without Jay, it's
No, it's because it's because Soul is like a different person after 12.
yeah, Soul is for some reason being family friendly.
Like,
Yeah, because like fucking they can't scream and shit.
you can be unfriendly friendly without screaming, for fuck's sake.
For real.
Like, I'm trying not to scream, and I'm being...
Hold on, let me just.
Wow. Guys, you're seeing, like, a screen, guys. Totally...
All that blood.
Should I be blurring all that? Because, just in case...
Please blur it.
I gotta figure out how to blur it. But yeah...
I'd be like, trigger warning, blood is coming by.
Nah, unless YouTube's gonna be like... Because YouTube's really, like...
Nah, at the beginning of the screen, be like, this video will include blood, gore, talking about dead bodies, souls.
We're gonna put,
Soul being a warning.
Soul's not in charge of editing this time.
Soul is one of the warnings.
Why?
I might share my screen, like, while editing.
Royal Black too, hush.
Yeah, you're a silverback girl, my bad, Chief.
Shut up.
But yeah, I might share my screen after recording, showing how I'm editing.
I gotta clean up all this blood now.
Yeah. But Soul you can be not so family friendly without screaming. It's really not that hard.
For real, like, you being boring.
Yeah, like...
Alright, unfortunate ratio. Sorry about
Yeah,
it.
you're supposed to be our most unhinged host, right, on this channel.
Yeah, you're the one who wanted to be unhinged.
Yeah, you gave us the like, whole premise, like...
You're the main one who wanted to be unhinged, so why are you being
Yeah,
unhinged?
you're the reason...
Bro, it's one fucking episode.
Bro, still...
No, we can't go an episode without, we're supposed to be unhinged.
Yeah,
Bro.
We say it every time in our intro. We don't
Maybe.
do an intro.
maybe if it's a
Says it in our
solo
bio.
episode, we can be not so unhinged, be less unhinged. But if it's like more like a group, even if it's only 3 of us, we have to be unhinged. Like, for fuck's sake, be
I'm
unhinged.
legally obligated to be unhinged.
If you put it on yourself when you gave the idea of what the channels is revolved
It's like
around
the
unhinged.
second plane that hit the second tower gonna like run into my house.
See, this is what I mean by unhinged.
I think
Exactly.
Osama bin Laden's gonna come to my house and like
You're
fuck
not
me.
yelling, yet you're unhinged.
You don't have to yell to be unhinged.
Bro.
I just went against the community guideline.
What? The fuck?
Yeah, it's showing blood on screen.
Yeah, I should have turned off blood.
Oh.
Which I'm gonna have to blur out.
What about the? Nigga, ha ha ha, nigga.
And you're like one of the most random ones here
Yeah.
too. Teresa's
Yeah.
the most random.
Bro.
Now my head went through the ceiling.
Out of
What the
context.
fuck?
We should
The
like
most
make
average day at high school 2018 be like,
we should
I
literally
just crouch down and jump.
we should literally make
I'm gonna
like
you know what, I'm gonna crouch. I'm gonna, you know what, I'm gonna crouch down and jump. My head goes through the freaking ceiling.
we should one of these days make a compilation of out of context stuff we say.
Next thing you know, it's just really just me being just me.
And who out of me or Jay, who shows the most of ADHD, having ADHD?
What? PTA? What?
ADHD out of me and
ADHD.
because me and Jay both have ADHD.
ADHD?
So which out of the two of us who shows the most of having it?
What are my options?
Me or Jay?
You or Jay? I don't fucking know. Jay, I guess.
I guess Jay. I don't know.
Wow.
Y'all both act the same.
Wow.
Not the same.
Wow. I
Just
s-
Jay is more sexual. Just Jay is just more sexual.
Bro?
Jay has the most sexual experience
More sexual experiences and tendencies.
and sex experience.
I could never.
Same.
That's crazy.
How so?
Balancing on a rail and I almost fell off. Oh shit.
Wow.
Oh shit. Did I fence? Hell.
Yeah.
It's literally lunchtime in this game, and I'm trying to balance off a fence that I keep falling off of.
Damn.
I'm about to get on the diving board and just dive in.
Got launched. Holy shit. That shit was insane.
What happened to my leg? What happened to my
What
leg?
the fuck? My ears, bro.
I'm
Mm.
Got
sorry.
shoved into a washer. Holy shit.
Oh my gosh, we're getting another. The
I
fuck?
just got a hernia from whatever the fuck that noise was, bro. Holy shit.
What happened to my leg?
What the fuck happened? Did you get? Are you? Try moving.
I can't. I can't.
What the fuck? This is deformed. The hell is this deformed shit?
What the fuck is this shit?
Oh my gosh! Get my eyes and my eyes are burning from all this. Just,
Oh my god, I fell.
but yeah.
My leg, I went from falling off to, I went from crouching and jumping through the ceiling to trying to balance on the fence to get my leg deformed.
Should we like reveal some shows or something? Wow, the silence.
That's what you
In
get.
all fact torture.
I meant shows, not trending words from last year.
Uh,
My gosh, I think you.
I'm getting on Schoolgirl Simulator.
huh?
I don't know. It's another game that's like High School 2018, but it's like more lively and it's like Yandere Simulator, but also more lively.
Good lord.
Because I got a show that I want to reveal.
Now, if I'm going to show stuff, I gotta turn off blood this time.
It's a show called My Name.
It's called Shadow.
Want some money? I need it. I need it too. We're both out of luck.
I recently just finished it. Because it took me it's 8 episodes long. And at least an hour long on each episode. But it took me months to finish because I was like...
8 episodes long, and it took you months to finish.
Because I stopped, when I first got into it, I stopped at 3 episodes. And then I...
One episode a month.
No, it was because what got me back into watching it was a summary on YouTube. It's like, oh, fine, I'll get back into it if it's telling me a sign to watch it again. You watch it, get back into it. So I actually kind of it's a show. Originally, it's actually a K-drama, but I watched it in English.
No.
It's a really good one. So I kind of don't remember most of the characters' names. So I'm just gonna make up some names. So it starts off with.
Play some Sakura Simulator now.
So I'm just gonna. So how I'm gonna remember? I kind of remember most of what's happened.
It has no blood, but that's where it has all the guns.
So
But you're playing one of the worst characters in fiction.
Damn.
Not Sakura from Naruto.
Oh, the fuck are you playing then?
It's like the previous game I literally just played.
Yeah.
Yandere.
But yeah, I don't. I remember most of it.
Blood, but instead it has like guns and stuff.
Yeah, I remember most of it, but I'm gonna try to remember it. Maybe some of it might not be accurate to how I remember it, but I'm just gonna say it. So it starts off with a Jiwoo. We're just gonna call her G.
Y'all, my cat. Kind of I didn't do anything just yet. Don't worry.
So
don't worry, no killing yet. Can I pull out a gun while I show y'all?
No, bro said yet.
So the show starts off with a girl named Jiwoo. We're gonna call her G. She wakes up, she trains, does push-ups. She works out and then she gets ready for school. She walks in to class and her desk is graffitied because apparently her dad's a gang leader. So they're a drug dealer and all that. So her friends are who used to be her friends are now her bullies. All her classmates are really don't like her. So they write drug dealer's daughter, criminal's daughter, yada yada. And she just doesn't care. And so she kind of gets, and then one of her friends were like, "Ayo, where's my things?" And they're like, "Oh my gosh, my phone's gone," whatever. And so let's search everyone's bag. Because they're also saying apparently her dad's a thief, so they're going to be she's also a thief. So just criminal being mean and all. And they let's check her bag, G's bag. So they check, and apparently they found some powder, not sugar or salt, bag of salt or powder.
Cocaine.
No, it wasn't really that. It was not.
Hard cocaine.
It's not cocaine. It was just sugar or
It was actual cocaine.
or just powder. Just regular powder, just actual powder. And so she gets mad, gets in a fight, they start pulling each other's hair, and so they get sent. So she gets sent to the the teacher's lounge because apparently they don't get sent to the principal's office in Korea. They get sent to the teacher's lounge, where the counselor and the teachers are, whatever. So they're like, okay, you should I think you should just consider dropping out because a lot of the parents and students are not comfortable with you being there. And she's like, why don't I just transfer to a different school? And so she literally, walks out of the teacher's lounge and she goes back and she bitch slaps one of the girls. And she's like, and then they get into another fight. And she's like, I'm leaving. So she walks out. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention, like, before she was on her way to school, a cop car, stops her, be like, Ayo, any signs of your father? And she's like, no. Because, like, apparently the police are also looking for her. Or, not looking for her, looking for her father and all. And I don't remember the dad's name. I'm going to call her, I'm going to call the dad, like, June. Or June. June. And...
Shit, these bitches after me!
So she rolls her eyes and walks away, going to school. So, but going back to her like, walking, like, back home, the same car, the cop that was, like, asking her about her dad, he's like, you know where he is. Tell me, yada yada. So she literally runs for it, books it, and the cop runs after her, like, in this, like, a little chase, but she makes it home. And so she, like, texts him saying, today was the worst day, because apparently it's her birthday. And so she's, like, texting him, and she sent him, like, many, like, messages, like telling him how her day was and all, and she's like, oh, my day's been good, yada yada, ate with my friend in Sakura, whatever, and all, and then it starts, like, getting, like, bad, like, starts getting, like, negative, like, it starts from positive, then starts going negative, to being like, today was the worst day, I was, like, chased out of school, yada yada, today, why are you doing this? Please go turn yourself in, yada yada. So later that day, she takes a nap on the sofa, and it gets to, like, night time, and so she gets a call. Oh, and it's her dad. He's using a landline, like one of those, like a phone booth. And he's like, hey, happy birthday, my sweet, lovely daughter, G. I delivered some presents for you and a cake. And she's like, wow, why aren't you gonna be home? He's like, unfortunately, I can't. I still gotta finish up some business. And she's like, wow, unbelievable. And she hangs up. So for some reason, I don't know why, from Miracle, he literally decides, hey, he turns on his phone he's turned off for, like, months. So, and sees all the messages his daughter sent. And I guess that's what brought him back to, like, going back, like, being like, ayo, this guy who was driving him, hey, can you get out of the car? And I will, like, take the car to my daughter. So he literally basically kicks the chauffeur, like, driver out of the car, takes the driver's side, and drives back to the apartment place, because she lives in an apartment. And so we see the guy, he's, like, calling someone, like, I guess, to pick him up, because I guess he was basically told to, like, get out of the car so he could go, the guy that June can go see his daughter. So, hello. So he goes to his back to the apartment, and so he knocks on the door. He's like, hey, I'm home, and the door is, like, locked. I guess he doesn't have a key, or she probably like changed the locks or something. So he's like saying, "Hey, I'm home," but all I guess G was still sleeping because she fell asleep on the sofa. Went back to sleep on the sofa, and what wakes her up is she hears a gunshot. Wakes her up, and or I think it was his voice. Yeah, it was his voice. She gets up, checks to see it, and she looks through the peephole, sees her dad, and then she hears a gunshot. So she's like alert. She's like, "What the hell is going on?" So she tries to open the door, but it seems like unlocks the door, tries to open it, but apparently June was holding the door closed because he wants to protect her, and he's like sat down, limped over, and she sees like a hooded figure, like a man in a black hoodie, like figure holding a gun, and a second shot goes out, and she's like, "Dad, open the door. What's going on?"
I start to show you out. And no, don't worry, there's no blood in it or guns yet.
So he's like, finally, nice. So so she finally opens the door when he stops breathing, and she sees like he was holding a knife, but he didn't use the knife. I think he was like trying to be like, "Stay back, I got a knife and I know how to use it," or something. But you know the saying, "Don't bring a knife to a gunfight." So she decides, so no one's doing a damn thing about the murder because apparently he's a criminal and yada yada. So the cops decide, since it probably was like a gang like related things, they decided to close the case. And the cops that was like, "Ayo, any sign of your dad? I know you where he is." She goes into the police station, be like, "Ayo, this is what," because she took a picture from the surveillance cameras or something. I guess she managed to get like surveillance cameras from like outside of the guy leaving, the gunman, and he was like, "What the real question is, what did you do to make him come back?" And he's yelling at her about that, and so she leaves. She's like, "This is not. They're not doing anything." And so the next day, she's like sitting down, doing something. I forgot what she was doing, and and then she sees someone tries opening the door, but it's locked, and she gets up, alerted. She looks through the peephole, and she sees a man looking and trying to look through the peephole too. And she's alerted. She's like, "Is he the one who killed my father?" But she's scared. So she's like, "What's going on?" And so the funeral happens for her dad, and so a guy named, I don't remember his name. We're gonna call him Soon. I don't know why I came up with the name Soon. And so he comes up to her, and she's like, "Hi, I was one of your dad's closest friends. He saved my life." Yeah. And he takes her back to I guess his building, whatever, and shows a picture of to her of him and her dad. Soon and June, they apparently he was caught in a pickle, and her dad somehow was passing by, helped kick some ass, got out of that place alive, and they took a picture. The guys, they both look bloodied, but Soon looks more battered, all messed up, he's been roughed up a bit. But So she's like, so she's like, so he's a gang. She knows he's a gang member. He's like a leader of a gang, and she's like, teach me. I want to get. She wants like to get revenge for what happened to her dad. And he's like, no, I don't think you can. And he's like, I want to. So he's like, try to take this out of my hand. And he's holding like a piece of paper. I don't remember what was his hand. And he's like, try to take it out of my hand. She tries, and he's like, you're too slow. Do you think you could kill a person without thinking of the consequences? Do you think you could kill someone in cold blood? And she's like, yes, I think I can. And he's like, no, you think that's not enough. So he like literally like turns her down, turns away. But know this, I don't think because she wasn't fast enough was why he turned her away. You'll know when I get to like the ending of this what summary, because it's kind of like a plot twist, kind of. But like he, why are you guys dead?
I'm listening. You're telling a story. Am I supposed to be talking or something? Like,
Oh, true. And so she's like, so she's putting up like posters, like, be like, "Ayo, if you."
Like, you still recording?
Yes, I am.
Oh, I thought you stopped.
So like, so so she's putting up posters, kind of like, "Hey, if you find this dog, here's a reward." But it's like she has a picture of like the gunman leaving the crime scene outside from the CCTV footage, and she's like, "Here's a reward," and she pulls so like makes copies of that like poster, whatever. What's
wanted poster,
not a wanted poster,
missing poster.
like kind of like a missing poster, but like if you know about this, call me, and and I'll give you a reward. So you know,
Yeah, a
like
wanted poster.
kind of, yeah. But you know how some
It's
people
a
are like,
wanted poster.
yeah. But you know how some people want to like scam, be like, "Ayo, I know about this," but they don't. So they trick you. Yeah, that's what happens to like G. Some dudes were like, "Ayo, we know something about this," but they really didn't. They just wanted to like mess with her. But she's like, but when she found out like they were lying, she tried to like thought she was tough and tried to fight them, but she ended up almost getting beaten to death. But soon came in time and was like, okay, I guess it's here's the deal. You're gonna train at this dojo, whatever you call it, like this boxing like ring, whatever. I don't know what's called. A gym. This gym, like this like boxing gym, whatever. And if you manage to like do good after like this certain amount and pass, I will consider helping you. So she's like, okay. So she goes to like this gym, this boxing gym, and everyone like this place provides like housing and all and food. So they're like, okay. And she's the only female that's like there because they only train like males and all, but she's there for revenge, and she's like, okay. So they be like, "Ayo, this G, treat her nicely, whatever, but no funny business or you're dead," type thing. And so she gets like accommodated. At first she's not like fighting, like training, like hitting like punching bags. She's being made like to like pick up people's like dirty like laundry, their underwear type stuff, their sweaty clothes, and clean them, like put them in a basket. But like some nights she would, when she has her own time, she would like train like with a punching bag, but she wouldn't do that in the daytime. She would be like picking up stuff like laundry. So there's like this dude, this this one character that sticks out the most that I kind of fucking hate. He's a real piece of shit. Let's call him Jung. And so Jung is a real piece of work. He was like, he thought it was like best. He tries to like be like a little touchy, like be like, ayo, hey shawty, what you doing? And all, but she's like, eh. So like there's like, so one day they're like having like a kind of like a last man standing type thing. So they put everyone in like one ring. Oh my gosh, Teresa, your mic.
I didn't even do anything.
Your mic echoes. But yeah, so it's like a last man standing type thing. Survival of the fittest. So like you're putting everyone's there. I think there was about like 20 people, including G, in that ring, and last man standing wins. So everyone's like when the whistle. I think it was a whistle or like go. Everyone goes like charging at each other, fighting, yada, and so G, she's been practicing and all, like doing her punches. I think soon like practice with her a bit. It's all hazy for me. I need to remember because it took months for me to finish it. So yeah. So she gets to. So she's like, it's her and a Jung. And so it looks like she's not going to win, but apparently, somehow she manages to take him down. And he's pissed. He's like, I can't believe I got beaten by a woman. So he decides to take revenge. So while she's like, she knows G's like practicing, like and alone by herself. So he decides to, what a great idea is to drug her freaking water bottle. So she takes a drink of her water bottle. And then she goes back after training, after drinking her water, she goes back to her room. She's literally out. She was drugged. She was given a roofie. And so him and some of his boys were like, that helped him. They take her from, she's still conscious a bit, but she's like trying to fight to get away from them, but she passes out. So they take her to a Jung, and she wakes up miraculously in time to get away from him, because she was about to do some things to her, like he was about to sexually assault her, but she got out. But one way for her to snap, but she managed to break her arm in the process of fighting him, because she was still not fully awake, and so she plus she actually, how she got out of the being drugged, she literally grabs a knife and cuts her arms to get out of that, to wake up completely. So yeah, and so Soon finds out about this, and he's like, what the fuck are you doing? So he decides, so he realized that the boys, they were just doing what they were told from Jung. So Jung was brought back to the office, and he's like, I told you guys it's not to do try anything with G. And what did you do? You tried to do something to G. So what Soon did, he grabbed a knife, slashed Jung across his nose, the top of his nose, downward to past his cheekbone. And will leave a very nasty scar. And Jung was kicked out of the gym. And so Jung was like, oh, fuck this. So he does later on start his own gang. And you can tell how, like, that cut never healed. So months, like, it does like a little jump, like a time jump. She's got the gang's like symbol like tattooed on her chest, like her to the right of her chest, and she's cut her hair, changed her name to Wu Young. I don't remember the name, but we're gonna call her Wu. The name she's been called, new name called Wu, but we're gonna call her G for now, because it's gonna be easier. So she's like training, cut her hair off, and he was soon told her that her father's killer was a police officer. So she's like, okay, so she's planning on training to be a cop. So she's done that, and I think it was like criminals, department, the criminal and crime department, I think she was in. So she goes there, and so Soon actually gave her a knife, be like, this is my knife. When you find the man who killed your father, use this knife to kill him. So she takes it, and so yeah, and he's provided her an apartment to live in while she's like undercover to kill the man who killed her father. And also she's like, all right, time to revenge. So then we, after all that months of training and all, we go time jump to a night, her first stick out to get a man who's been dealing drugs, but he was a criminal, so she had to take him down. So she takes him down, and a man in the drugs and narcotics department, his name is Padilla, I think? Pilda? But we're going to call him P, because I don't know. Or Pilda. We're just going to call him Pilda. Just Pilda. He's like, what the fuck? This is my man. This is my case. My man. I'm supposed to take him down, take him in. And she's like, well, he was also for me to also take down, so what? So the captain of like of the police station, they're like, good work. Also, did you meet this new rookie, Wu, aka G? She'll be working in the station, at the station. He's like, I hope not to cross paths with you again. She's like, whatever. So she's kind of like rolling her eyes and all. It's like, whatever. I don't care about you. I just care about revenge. So she's like, okay. But when she meets the captain, she's like, that's the man I saw through that was looking through the people. So she's like, he's the one who killed my father. So she has a whole plan, like, weights and all. She's like, I'm gonna kill him. So, but little does she know. Little spoiler, he's not the one that killed her father. So she's like, okay. She goes back, she's asked to be transferred to the drugs and narcotics department, because she's certain that's the man who killed her father, because he's, I guess, running the chief of the department, I guess. And so she's like, and Pilda, he's kind of like not happy to see her again. She's like, oh, fuck. Why did you let her join this department? And so, well, her and Soon are like, they're communicating, be like, this is what they're doing, yada yada. And if anything that was like information that had to do with him and his gang, she would let them know. But one day, she wasn't even able to let Soon know about the stakeout. No, the heist, whatever you call it. Because I think the captain ordered everyone to turn in their phones, put them in a box, so they could to make sure no one's like a spy or like a mole letting the other person know about what's going on. So she wasn't able to let Soon know about the whole mission. She tried to let him know, but it didn't work because Pilda was a little suspicious about her. So so they get to the one of the hideouts, and he's like, "What the fuck? Why did Gee, let me know about this?" So he feels a little betrayed. Feels like she betrayed him, but in reality, she didn't have time. So she helps him book it. So she tries to let him know that I'm not the one. I didn't mean to not let you know. So she uses, because I guess she still has, for some reason she has the gun that killed her father's in her hand and found it or something. I don't know. And she shoots something to help him get away without being known. But she also makes sure it's like puts it like down, be like, after he got away, they're like searching the crime scene, looking for the drugs, because they're drug and narcotic department, so they gotta find the drugs and turn it in as evidence. So she's like, she plants the gun, because it's like a pistol, and she puts it down, but the serial number is actually like scratched out, so it's kind of hard to know what the number is. So she puts it down, and she's like, "Ayo, Captain, I found something," but in reality she just put it there, and it's like the gun, and she's looking at his face to see if there's any like expression change, face change, to see if he knows it, but it's kind of blank. But they go and like take it into the forensic lab to get it like tested to see, because they want to like, there's some high tech, and they want to like try to like figure out what the scratched out serial number was. So they use like technology to like make it show up what was scratched out. But then they find out that it was actually a gun that was assigned from the police department, the police station itself. So it was a cop's gun that killed her father. And so she literally tries to call it Soon, be like, "Ayo, hey," but he wouldn't reply, like answer. So he knows so he's like, I don't want to listen to what she has to say, because he's like made up his mind, like, I feel betrayed. Yeah, and she texts him like, "Hey, it was a stakeout. It was like very last minute. I didn't know what was going on." Later, he figures out what's going on. And so this is gonna be long, so I'm gonna like try to like skip some like parts, because I don't think we're gonna get to the whole thing enough in time. And so she finds out, like, she kind of sees there was a man that they're trying. The reason why the police, the captain, Hong, I'm just gonna call him Hong because I don't remember. I don't remember his name. I'm gonna call him Hong. He's so like fixated on catching Soon, because apparently there's this cop. Let's call him Yoon, and he was killed by Soon, because, and he was like really like one of the trusted cops that Hong like trusted, and he was killed by Yoon. So and they were like, so she's like, what the, huh? So she goes over, meets up with us Soon, like, "Hey, did you kill a cop?" And she's like, "We do not kill cops." And she's like, "Okay." And like the guy, she's like, "Okay." So she's like a little suspicious of him. And the cop, and then she's doing something, and she's and so they've also during the whole raid thing, like to try to find that failed when she couldn't let you like Soon know right away. They brought in a guy named Mango, and they were like, okay, so they're gonna let him out because apparently he kind of knows Jung, who was kicked out of that gym, and they were like, okay. She's like, what's going on? And so she lets Sue know, like, they're releasing Mango, and she's like, what's going on? Why are they gonna release him? And she's like, what if you release Mango, more people are gonna die? Oh yeah, before they released Mango, oh, they actually had a call from the gym that she was training at, because like apparently, like I think one died or two died, and four were like four was critically injured in like 20 out of like 23 people who were like either like killed, injured, or like in critical condition. And so, because we see like a little bit of a flashback of like Jung and his like his gang people go into barge into that gym and be like, go crazy. So it's like literally a literal bloodbath, like blood everywhere. And those people who are at the gym are like, we're a fighter, we're gonna start fighting. So they fight. And so and then the guy, the gym owner, his name is, I'm trying to think of a name, because, let's call him Bob. So Bob, he's like, hello, Bob, it's so great to see you, and he's holding a knife to the guy's, like, the guy he's, one of the gym members' throat, and he's like, Bob, it's so great to see you, it's been so long, as he's slicing the knife across his throat, and he's like, and he dies.
Blood to your dear.
And he's like, what do you want? And he's like, oh, I just want to... He's like, you motherfucker, whatever. He's like, oh, don't be so mean, yeah. I just want to talk. And so, he's like, what? No, so, then the gang members, his little lackeys literally grab him, like, ambush him from behind, hit him to the head, and he holds the knife to his neck, so it leaves like a mark, but he doesn't slice it. You're like, it just drops like, just kill me, and he's like, I don't want to. So he literally like slices, like, kind of, but not slices off his arm, like slices it, makes it like, and it's painful. I thought when I was watching that, I thought he was gonna cut off his arm or like leave him like crippled or something, like permanently crippled. But he didn't. He just like, I don't know what he did. He like chopped, but not really chopped off his arm, but like chopped that, like sliced at it, I guess. And then like they go like, and then the police station, like drugs and narcotics place, because I guess as they have to go there because they have to deal with, because they're drugs, they deal with drugs, I guess. I don't know. And they go into like the gym and the ring. It literally says luckily since I can't read Korean, there was subtitles in it, like in Korean. In the Korean word, I don't know how to say it, but writing in Korean, it wrote. I'm saying this in English. I'm back in blood, and it's so like morbid, right? And so they were like, "Did you find Jung?" They're like, "No, we didn't." And but like Pilda, he's like looks at her like, "Huh?" I don't know. I thought like she it's like reveal too much of herself. I guess like where did they find Jung? But not. And so she's like, so that's going back to her being like, four people, oh, died. Yeah, it was four people who died. Yeah, four people who died after out of like 23 that were like either dead, critical condition, or just injured. So she's like four. You want to release Mango, but four people died. If you release Mango, more people will die. You want. They are also people too. And the chief, Captain Hong, his most savage remark was, they can die for all I care. That was like, for real. And she's like, what the fuck? So she decides to like stalk Mango herself. So but like before that, she's in she's in the like the office, whatever, like the area where they have like the cubicles. I guess they got cubicles, but like to do the paperwork, I guess. So she's like, so she's about to get up, go, and Pilda, I guess Pilda kind of likes her. He's like, "Hey yo, Shadi, how you doing?" And then he's like, "Hey yo, hey, what are you doing what are you doing tonight? You want to get some sauce sake sake. Oh my gosh, sake. Yeah. And she's like, I got plans.
Or whatever.
Yeah. She's like, I got plans, and so she leaves, and and two of the guys, I guess they're great like work co-workers, I guess. And he's like, "What are you doing today? You want to get some sake?" And the other guy was like, "Dude, you just got rejected. You just got turned down." And they're just like teasing him about it. Like, you just got rejected by her. And he's like, "Shut up." So he's like, he decides to like, I guess, follow her. Like, be like, does she really do after work? And he finds out, sees that she's following Mango, and he's like, what the fuck? And before all of this, the captain was a little bit suspicious of G, because he thought, she's the mole. I don't trust G. No, wait, no, that's before that. That's after all that. So he finds out she's following Mango, and so when she's she sees he's getting like away, she gets in her car like about to start, and or I guess to follow him some more, and Pilda like opens her car door, gets in the passenger seat, and is like, "What are you doing? What are you doing following Mango?" And she's like, "Hey, I can't stand by and watch them release Mango, and something bad happen." And he's like, "Is that really all you're doing? Is that really the only reason?" And before she could answer, he goes up, like gets on a run or something. Kind of a little fuzzy on that scene. So he's like, "Drive," and she's like, "Okay." So she drives, and they see that he's meeting with Jung. So they start like following him, staking out, and they realize it was a trap. So they get ambushed after like a epic fight with their batons, whatever, those cop batons, whatever you call them, and like punches and all. And they are outnumbered and they are taken captive. So Jung actually knew this happened. He's like, oh my gosh, the fortune teller told me that this year was going to be a good one for me. And so he's like, oh, and he actually stabs her. He stabs her. I think it was like in the arm, like the shoulder or whatever. Like somewhere in the chest area, but not to any vital organs. And so he's like, oh, I'm gonna have fun with you, killing you, whatever. She's like, I'm gonna kill, if I kill you myself before I get out of here. He's, oh, cocky. And so, one of his lackeys, like, slaps, like, I guess bitch slaps, Pilda, and all. And so their lovely idea was, to they're in like a junkyard, so like the car junkyard where they take cars that are like already dented, like broken down and all, so they crush the cars. So they do that. So they handcuff them to a car. How they did, they handcuffed a Pilda like to the top, like the roof of the car, and G to like an area where if you like put enough brute force to beat off that, you could get away. So she's like, oh, I would love to stay and watch you guys get crushed to death, but I have other things to do. So he starts the machine and they get taken into this crushing thing. And I literally thought one of them was Pilda was going to die, to be honest, when I was watching that. And so they're about to get crushed. You could tell that it's really bad because when the car was getting pressured, there was still glass. The car still had glass. I think it was like a van. One of those vans that like in the back, there's like a metal thing, so there's no chairs. And kind of like a kidnapping van type thing. That's how I would describe it.
A white van?
No, the inside, a kidnapping van. There's the metal flooring and the thing.
Yeah, a white van.
Kinda. It was more like a silverish, beige color, I think. Or was it black? It was either a silverish beige color or a black color. And so, so the windows start, like, breaking after so much pressure. It like, shatters. And they, like, it must have, like, it kind of, like, scratched them, too, because glass shattering into, like, inwards and outwards, because it was going, like, inwards and outwards. And so he's, like using his foot, and, like, breaking off the metal thing, loopy thing, for her, and to get out, and he was trying to get out. But I couldn't, but he's like, get out of here, go! He's like, gonna sacrifice himself, I guess. And she's like, fine, okay, but he's like, go! He's like, okay, I won't forget you, my love. He's like, I love you too, baby! And so she gets out. She's having trouble getting out. Until, soon, he comes to the rescue. Smashes into the machine, to stop the thing, which works, and so she gets out. And it starts back up, and she's like, oh shit. So she stops the machine, because apparently the machine's still working, after being crushed into with a car. And so she stops it, and then, after, like, him, like, looking at her, like, you okay? Because, like, he kind of had a feeling that she was in danger because, she was, there's this place he goes to, like, to drink his alcohol and all, but he realized that he was being watched, and so there was a whole ass knife fight. Because there's apparently a lot of knife fights in this drama. And so he's like, well, G, where's G? I guess. And I think there was a little bit of soon, because he really did not really care about G, but I think he kind of cared about her. He started to care about her. And so he's like, okay, looks at her, he's like, you're okay, but I gotta go, because police sirens were starting to go up, and he's like, I don't want to get caught by the popo. So he makes a run, he leaves. And that's when the thing started going back down, like, started to fresh up. So she manages to stop the machine, and she gets helps Pilda out, because he managed to get it out. I guess the thing broke after, like bending metal or whatever, I don't know. And so their coworkers, their other coworkers were like, are you guys okay? And she's like, I'm fine, and she passes out from, I guess. And they're like, whoa, and she gets taken to the hospital, goes into surgery, and Pilda's pissed. He's like, and Hong was like, I don't trust her, yada yada, and he's like, you better watch out, and he's like, that Jung stabbed my partner, and he's all pissed and all. And so he stays, and so they are literally, like, going on a manhunt, finding some of the men who were, like, responsible, like, one of his lackeys. And so he's, like, pissed. He's like, you almost tried to kill my baby girl, yada yada. My patience are running low. I don't have patience. I could stab.
The girl of my dreams, you almost killed.
Yeah. And so, like, they take him in. And so, we get, like, a little, G, she's still in the hospital. And she's starting to, like, she's dreaming. She's on the beach with her dad, and her dad gets up. He's, like, walking toward the water, and she's like, Dad, where, Dad? And she's not turning around. He's not listening, and she goes after him. And, like, there's this door that pops up, so she opens it, goes through it, and she's in, like, the living room of that night her dad died. And she's like, Dad, she's, like, opening it, trying, like, Dad, where are you? Because I guess that night still haunts her. And she's, like, tossing and turning, you know, like, and her arms are, like, kind of, like, flailing around, like, how you, like, you're having a bad dream, you're tossing and turning. And Pilda, he grabs her, like, her hands, like, to make sure to, like, comfort her, I guess. And she wakes up, and he's like, I see. You squirm around in your sleep a lot. It's not healthy. And so and you can see, I guess it's the first time we see his hands, it's all scarred up. And so so she's like, yeah. And so she's like, so that we get, like, a scene where they're, like, talking, and she's like, after, like, a little bit of, like, calming down, she's like, your hands are all scarred up. He's like, yeah. But before she said that, he's like, you know, because I think he kind of figured it out, like, she's kind of in there for, like, revenge, I guess. And so, she's like, he's like, so I had a sister. She she got into like a college, finally got into a college, and she went out to go party with some friends, and a guy that drugged her a drink. She died right there. She had a weak heart, and so and so he was like trying to he joined. That's why he joined the drug and narcotic department to find the guy who was responsible, because he's like, if I catch every single drug dealer out there, I might come across him, because he was there. He wanted to kill the guy, that's how his mindset used to be, and he's like, I would use, and she's like, and because she said before he said all that, she said his hands were all scarred. He told her about that. He said, I was too scared. I was so scared of a knife, I would always use my hands. So he would always use his hands to stop the blade. That's how his hands were all scarred up. And so he's like, he's like, okay, I know you are in this for revenge, whatever. So she's like, and then he's like, and she was like, did they ever catch the guy? And he's like, no. So they never caught the guy who killed his sister. So and then she's like, got up. He's like, I'm gonna fill out the paperwork. Here's some clean clothes for you to change out of the hospital clothes. So she does that, and she goes in after and then they actually go into a place. It's like a little cafe, I guess, and they they're there to drink, but I don't think she should be drinking after having surgery and all. So they give her I think it was like herbal tea or something. And so they're like, okay, I came prepared. It's herbal tea. It's helpful, and they're like joking around. And Pilder's like, don't joke around, and don't make her laugh. It'll hurt. So they do that. And then a few days after her resting, she's like, I don't want to stay there while the killer's still out there. So she goes in, and they're like, why? I thought you should be taking 3 more weeks off. And she's like, a little bit of cabin syndrome. So they're like, okay. And then she hears a voice from a distance that's familiar. It's the cop that was asking about her dad's whereabouts 5 years ago. Mind you, she was training to go and all that for 5 years. Wanting to get revenge for 5 years. So, and it's the cop, and he's like, oh my gosh. And she's like, what? Does he not recognize me? What's going on? He's acting like he doesn't know what she is. Then we go into the captain's office, where he's like, and they're still trying to find G, who disappeared after her dad's death. And he's like, and the cop, let's call him Sue. Call him Sue. He's like, no, she just vanished out of nowhere. Or, we don't know where she is. It's like, okay, let me know if you find anything. And he's like, will do. So then he's about to leave to get into his car. G was like, why didn't you tell him about me? He's like, what's the fun in it? Might have a reason why you want to do this. You're probably still looking for his killer, A. And so, I think, but the reason why, that was a lie, what he said, what's the fun in telling? He was actually a drug addict. He's getting drugs from Sue. And he's like, let's raise, this is getting more interesting. Let's raise the price more. And Sue's like, I'll raise the drugs 10 times than what you're getting. And he's like, oh, you know how to know me well. And so he goes up to one lackey. He's like, where is it in the trunk? and the lackeys chokes him to death, kills him. They tie him to something that lays him down, throws him into like I think it's like a river, a lake. I'm not sure, maybe an ocean. I'm not sure what it is. And I'm like, wow. So they said they don't kill off cops, but he just killed a cop. Technically, he's a detective, but still a cop. So no one really mentioned Sue ever again, I guess, because he's never talked about again after he dies. I guess no one really missed him. So we fast forward because it's starting to get too long. So she's like about to like she gets sent a picture like in the mail, and it's a picture of like a picture of a police squad, and there's his father, and it's taken the day of the picture being sent to her. And she was like, wait, so my dad was a cop? So my dad was Yoon, but also June. So she goes, and she soon thought she was not going to be able to kill Hong. So he sent one of his assistants to kill him. So, but little did Soon know that she was going to fulfill this. So she grabs the knife that was given to her. She goes to Hong's apartment because he's like drunk after having drinks with Pilda, and so she's like, okay, I'm gonna kill him. And by the time she got there, the doorknob was actually bloody. I don't know why she didn't think to be like rushing in and be like, did someone kill my kill? She just opened the door after like seeing blood on the doorknob and opens it. Mind you, when Hong and the guy was like struggling, he actually like stabbed the guy with a piece of glass. And so it was dripping onto his hands. And he got that. And on the doorknob. So she's about to go, like about to kill him, and then he's still alive. So she actually shoots at her, and it grazes her shoulder. But Pilda actually heard the gunshot. He's like, Captain, what's going on? And so he's like, I knew it, you little mole. And he's like, you killed my father. And he's like, what? My father was June. And he's like, wait, G? Mm-hmm. And so he tells them about what's going on. And she finds out he was not the one who killed her father those years ago. Yeah. Was not the one who killed her father. Those years ago. It was in fact Soon who killed her father after he found out that June was actually undercover to befriend, get close to Soon, and then like,
I'm not even gonna lie. I thought you was about to say Murphy. I'm like, oh shit.
And then I guess he soon found out. We get like a few flashbacks. He's finding out that he found out how he found out June, whatever, was a traitor. He gifted June gifted Soon a lighter, or as a gift, I guess. And it was one of those box lighters that you flip over the lid and it's like light fire. Don't know what those lighters are called. The fancy box lighters. And he found out there was a I think a tracker, or some thing that was in there, and that's how he found out that that was the main reason how he found out that June was a spy. And so when someone personally betrays Soon, he takes them out himself. He gets the work job done by himself. So that night, it was Soon who shot Tim. And so he's like, what the fuck? Why? And so she's mad, and so she's like trying to figure out a plan to kill him. And so later on, they figure out that what was going on. They see the car that was G's car leaving like the scene, and after she literally was like crying, and she sees like the ambulance, so she like pulls out, goes there, stops somewhere, and like throws up after feeling like, sick from what she found out. And so what they saw when they found out she was leaving the crime scene, they were like, that little bitch, she tried to kill Captain, when it wasn't really her. So, but the Captain was in a coma, because that's how bad his injuries were. And luckily he was saved, and everything was like cleared out, that she wasn't the one that stabbed him, but she like was put into custody after like her plan was to get him out, because like apparently Soon like turned himself in, and he had a lawyer like, I'm gonna help him, but she was working for him all along. And her plan was, she was like, we've witnessed the mole try to kill him, yada yada, try to scare him. And then she goes, she's leaving, and then Pilda stops her. She's like, what? He's like confused, like, what's going on? And she's like, thank you. And he's like, what are you thanking me for? And so she goes into like the evidence room, like and checks out the knife that was used on Hong, and she checks it out, and they figure out what's going on, and they're like, don't let G out of the station. So she's literally fighting to get out. She gets out, she throws the knife into the ocean, and Soon is released. Later on, she gets caught and all, and she goes in. She goes in and then be like, hey, she gets released. Everything fast forward. She actually kills June Soon, but she finally she's lost it, because the man she slept with was killed in cold blood. Pilda was killed.
You slept with my thing.
Okay, so the thing is, he stopped her. He was gonna stop her from killing him, because what kind of person would you be if you killed someone out of revenge? Because he did it too. So he literally handcuffs himself to her to make sure she doesn't go, and he undoes it. They have a spicy night. A spicy night there together, and then they're like, okay, we're gonna explain what's going on. And a man on a motorcycle points a gun at her, then points it at Pilda and shoots him in the head. She's heartbroken. She's like, I'm gonna kill him. She does that. The series, the ending shows it was her at her dad's grave, and then her at Hilda's grave, and that's the cut scene. Yeah. And the end. Wow.
Long ass story.
For real?
Try to cut it down.
Even my tablet was going dead because of that shit. It was long as hell.
Oh, sorry. Well, yeah.
What?
Bye.
Why did that last an hour?
It did?
I swear to God.
It lasted an hour?
Bro, it's 3 o'clock in the morning.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Oh my god.
Well, this is a great time to end with the fire alarm.
Beep beep.
Alright, bye guys.
Bye monkeys.
If Teresa wants to say anything.
Teresa's muted.
Yeah.
Dealing with the fire alarm.
Alright.
Hold on, fire rank attack!